Hello, everyone. This is Jean McDonald with Transition Tip Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. Today's topic has to do with seeking help when you're going through a tough transition. And when I say seeking help, I mean if you if you can't deal with this situation or you find yourself stuck, find someone who can help. Now, when my husband passed away, that was the first time in my life I actually sought the help of a life coach. And I had been around some from doing some Tony Robbins groups and found one that I felt could help me through that transition. And it was true because I'm a verbal processor. So having someone even just listen while I step myself through the problem and the solution is of great importance. Now, life coaching may not be for you. Another tool that I've used, and this is most recently with dealing with being a caregiver for my brother, moving him up here, the whole stress of that situation, I actually incorporated a hypnotherapist. And the initial thought was the hypnotherapist was to help me lose weight. But in actuality, it turns out that the hypnotherapy helped me release that pressure valve because the pressure was building and building, and I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't meditate. I had no perspective to work from because the stress was the tension was suppressing any insights I was getting. So the hypnotherapy released that pressure. And when that pressure was released, clarity came back. Now, I've been really influenced by Marsha Reynolds, and she wrote a book called Coach the Person, Not the Problem, a guide to reflective inquiry. And it was because of seeing Marsha Reynolds do a coaching session that I decided to retrain in a different coaching genre. Because my first coaching genre didn't give me the tools that I needed to be an effective coach. And Marsha's influence got me into the IPEC program and has me certified, and I'm working on my international certification. That there are ways to coach a person without coaching the problem because, and as Marcia mentions in this book so beautifully, is that we're in the middle of a problem or a situation. We can't, with all our logic, with all our emotion, with all our intuition, we can't always see the whole picture. And having a coach, someone who's listening to you, who's seeing the patterns, who can make the observations of what are you doing that you can't see yourself, and reflecting those back to you. I mean, the insights are so great. And I've seen that in myself, and I've seen it in my clients when they hear back a pattern, when they hear back, this is what, just reflecting back what they've said, this is what I've seen, or from all our sessions, I'm seeing this pattern. Hearing that sometimes and off, well, sometimes, oftentimes can be very uncomfortable for the person until they process it. And they process, and it's like, wow, yes, I see that, and that's the reason I can't do this. That's the reason I'm stuck. That's the reason I'm holding myself back. And so reflective inquiry is an incredible tool. And so if you're stuck in your transitional process, when you using these tips that I give every week, you get my emails that offer other tips. other sources and you're still stuck, consider finding a life coach who uses this process, and they can reflect back and help you find those patterns, help you see what you're failing to see on your own, and with that can help you move forward. It's such a great process. It's so much self-awareness when you you get these ahas, and it just makes your life better. I'm talking from personal experience and also from the experience that I see from my clients. So, anyway, enjoy the week ahead. It's September already. Oh my. And if you want more information on coaching, go to jeanmcdonald.com. Keep connecting in with me here on Facebook. And also, I'm still working on getting the caregiver support group up and going at the Port Angeles Senior Center here in Port Angeles, Washington. We're also going to have that available online. So if you don't live in our area, you're interested in support um, for your position, your role as a caregiver. It's not easy. We do caregiving out of love, but it's not always the easiest thing. And so having support on that's free. The support group's free, and it's worthwhile. So anyway, with that, take care. Have a great week. Bye for now.